What up, YouTube? Mr. Mulligan back in the building, and welcome to another episode of the Wise Words Podcast, a podcast where I, in general, talk about Pokemon, Hearthstone, or just real life in general. Before we get started, on the right side of the video, there is a battle, a Pokemon X and Y OU battle that you do not have to watch since this is a podcast, but being that this battle is, I'll call it Exhibit A of the subject that I'm going to be talking about today, you might need to watch the battle on screen to really understand some of the things I'm going to mention. But I want to talk about something that we've all done at some point in our, I guess, careers as Pokemon trainers. So we make a team, or we take someone else's team that someone gave us. We think that, you know, we're gonna win with this team, we're gonna do so great, the win-loss column is gonna be just absolutely amazing. We might 4-0, 5-0, 6-0 people. And then we queue up on Showdown, or PO, or Wi-Fi, or what have you, and then we lose. After losing, we immediately think it's our team's fault, and we switch our team up. Did you ever stop to think that the real problem might not be the team that you have? Have you ever stopped to think that the real problem might be you? I'm going to give an example of this. I'm going to explain the video that some of you may be watching or may not be watching right now. This is a SPL Farm League match, the most recent SPL. This is week 6. I did play under my old moniker, did some XYOU, because I was trying out for SPL, and I played the user known as Alice. And I got 6-0. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Why? Well, it wasn't my team, although there were some changes I could have made to optimize the team. Maybe it was my lack of experience in the stall versus stall matchup. Possibly. We are both playing stall. And I honestly thought I had the better team. Not that Alice's team was bad. Her team was actually pretty standard stall team from what we were seeing at the time that this battle took place. A lot of stall teams looked like this. The way I see it, there were two main reasons why I got 6-0. I let Clefable, my cleric, get KO'd trying to aromatherapy when I should have clicked Wish instead. That put me at a huge disadvantage, but I still had a small chance to win. Which leads to the second reason why I got 6-0. I played on autopilot. This is the biggest trap for a stall player to fall in. And I always stress this all the time for anyone that does follow me, follow the things that I've said online and what have you. But because I made the same switches over and over and used the same moves over and over, my team eventually got worn down without a Wish Passer, when I should have gotten Aegislash more involved instead of keeping it in the back. I couldn't afford to keep it in the back at that point. I didn't double switch to catch her switches. She clearly outplayed me, and I made it very easy for her to outplay me. So yeah, that's why I got 6-0. And again, not dissing her team before anybody gets on me. because Alice is a girl, actually. Like it's not a troll thing, or I don't know what you guys call it, but you know, the users that are guys that put their usernames are girls' names, and anyway, I'm not even gonna get into that right now. But all I'm saying is I know how the gaming community gets whenever there is any hint of any negative comments said toward any female in the community. People go on a witch hunt. But let me give another example of this, of why you might suck and it might not be your team. I played Somalia in what was called the random Pokemon tournament that was held by Smogon, which I'll give a quick explanation of that for those of you that don't know. The random Pokemon tournament is a tournament that is it's the OU format for whatever current generation it is at the time. So this was X and Y. You are assigned 7 Pokemon randomly that you must make a team with. Your opponent is also assigned 7 Pokemon, random Pokemon, and they have to make their team with just those 7 Pokemon in an X and Y OU format. So I got paired up with Somalia. I did all this preparation because we can see each other's Pokemon, the 7 that were assigned to us, and so we're able to strategize and, you know, try to counter whatever the other person might try to use. But I got paired with Somalia. By the way, that battle's not going to be shown in this video. I wasn't able to actually save that battle, unfortunately. But I got 6-0. Why? I played the lead game, and I spent way too much time worrying about what he was going to lead with, and instead of just executing my strategy, which was to put down some hazards and then just try to go for a sweep, try to wall break some stuff with Sceptile, and there were a few other Pokemon I had that I used because I figured I had the advantage, because he ended up with more of a rain style type of team with a couple different things, but I didn't execute my strategy. I was so worried about what he was going to lead with, and I totally just flopped. But I say all this today just to say that, going back to the original point, we do spend way too much time thinking that it's our team and not our own skill level or our own, I guess, technical plays. At least that's how I feel. But we got to get better, guys. We need to check our plays first before we switch our teams around. And sometimes the problem is the team, but the first thing that anybody needs to be doing when they're playing this game, or really any game competitively, is they need to ask themselves, were there any plays I could have made that would have given me the chance to win instead of opening myself up to lose? But anyway, that's gonna be it, guys. That's all I wanted to say today. Make sure you guys are evaluating your plays. Look back on your videos, see what you could have done better. Don't just try to switch your team around immediately. That should be the second or third thing that you do, not the first thing you do. But anyway, this has been your man, Mr. Mulligan. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like the video. Hit that like button just below the video in that lower left hand corner there. If you love the video, if you love this podcast, I should say, feel free to share it with your friends across the internet. Even favorite it if you want. And if you guys don't want to miss any future episodes of the Wise Words podcast or any content in general from me, Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button just below the video as well. Also, follow me at the social clubs I hang out at. Links to those will be in the description box below. But yeah, this has been your man, your boy, Mr. Mulligan. I have left the building. Take care, guys. Peace.